Yo, what's good, guys? Got my know it's late tonight. Got a call-in show tonight. So if anybody, want to talk Eagle, Texan, football, basketball content, uh, I'm here. So I'm gonna put my intros on and we gonna get started, man. So let's go ahead and rock these intros. Shout out to everybody that's gonna come through tonight. Shout out to Gio. G was in the backstage right now. We'll bring him up in a minute. Think he testing out a mic or something, but anybody that want to join, man, y'all just hit me up. Y'all just come in. We just talk football, man. Talk Eagle football. Yo, I gotta play my intro and that'll be it. What up, Slay? What up?
Yo, what's good, Donte?
Yo, what's good, G? What's good, man?
Yeah, everything's
What's good,
good.
Slay?
Lovely
What's
is
good,
everything.
Nate? Yeah, everything good. Everything straight to me. I can hear you loud and clear, G.
Solid, solid.
Hear you loud and clear, man.
Appreciate you having me
Yup,
on the
yup.
on the channel.
Man, appreciate you coming, wanting to come on, man. Like I say, man, if you need me, or some Sundays, I'm down to talk. I'll be a part of big stuff all the time. What's up, JD? Y'all want to come in, JD? Y'all can definitely come in. So, man, what's up, man? Do you think we got a chance to beat the Lions? What you thinking, man? What you been thinking this whole season about our Eagles, man? What you been thinking? What you think about going in? Do you feel good going into Sunday?
I do, honestly. I think we'll get the dub. I don't think Lions would come out there as hard. I know a lot of people saying like they coming out there as hard, like every day. I mean, every week that they coming in there, every game, giving it their all. But
Yeah,
I don't think so, man. They got the number one draft pick and whatnot, so I don't see them winning this game.
yeah, man. I agree. I got us winning a little bit close, but um, I'm not kind of feeling too confident about this way this team played for the last 5 weeks. The Lions have played a lot of close games, but most of the close games they played, they were good. They playing against good teams, so they very well battle tested. It took a 66-yard field goal by one of the best kickers in the game to beat Detroit. They had Green Bay down by at halftime. They had them guys down. They lost to Chicago in a close game. They lost to Minnesota in a close game. So the Lions been very competitive. I think this is going to be a close game, but I think the Eagles. I got the Eagles squeaking out this game again. So do you feel like? How do you feel? Your thoughts on Jalen Hurts this year? Your thoughts on him this year?
I'm a Hurts guy, honestly. But I'm gonna be
Okay.
honest with you, no bias on anything. If we do continue to struggle, I don't know. I don't see the reason why we need to bring Minshew in. It's just gonna make a
Mm-hmm.
whole like ordeal. The media is gonna just throw more fire into everything that we got going on. Especially with Sirianni and his flower press conference or whatever. So, um, I don't know, man. If he's struggling to keep reading these defenses and just doing one read options, man,
Yeah.
we might have to see Uncle Rico in, man. Honestly.
He said Uncle Rico.
I got you, man.
He said Uncle
Man,
Rico.
I always
Hey,
consider
he get
Minshew Uncle Rico, man. He looks just like him.
yeah. Oh yeah, man. Like I said, I'm not impressed with his play this year, man. Again, we got everybody in the offseason thinking Hurts. You got some people thinking Hurts better than some of the elite quarterbacks in the game. And you can tell he's having trouble reading a little bit. You can tell he's having trouble reading the field. He's a one read guy. You can look at him take his first read and just pretty much running out the pocket pretty much. Looking for Devontae Smith, not looking for a second and third progressions. He just basically, if the first read ain't there, he just basically taking off, and he's not accurate when receivers are open. He's not too accurate. He throws a very underthrown ball a lot, and I just think he has not. I'm like I said, I know Jalen Hurts because he's from Houston. He's from Houston. I used to go to a lot of his football games and stuff like that. He used to go. He used to compete against some of the big time high school players down here in Texas. So I know him. I gotta hold him accountable, man, for this mess was going on with this offense. But do you think it's
Right.
more pressure on Hurts by us not running the football, or do you just hold him accountable because he is, I mean, he's out there struggling as well. But do you think it's the run whereby us not running the football, you're putting a lot of pressure on Jalen Hurts to beat teams with his arm, which is something he's not capable of doing yet.
Dude, I totally agree with you. I think he's a better under center quarterback. Honestly, I mean, we seen him in the last
Mm-hmm.
the last game. Three, they had went down the field, marched that thing down the field, with running consecutive
Yep.
with the ball too. Like they looked at sharp in that first drive. Other than that, it just dropped. Like I don't think Jalen Hurts. He just is a one read quarterback. Like Devontae Smith is just his
Yep.
first read. Maybe he need to look at
Yep.
Quez Watkins a little bit, more of that because like honestly, even though Devontae Smith is open, but you can't always. Defenses
Yep.
are always going to look at Devontae Smith. Okay, he's going to go with Devontae
Yep.
Smith. If not, he's going to run out of pockets a little bit too early because he's not getting that second read.
Oh yeah, I definitely agree with you on that point because Devontae Smith is our number one receiver. So the more you keep your eyes close on him and stuff like that, you give defense a better understanding. Or he wants to
Mm-hmm.
get up, he wants to throw to Jalen Hurts. So that's why it's more important to spread that ball around. Dallas Goddard now he got the keys to the tight end position now that Zach Ertz is gone. I want to start getting Quez Watkins more involved. Jalen Rager more involved, which is I'll say everybody want to give up on Jalen Rager, but I think it's
I think he's a better
basically
slot receiver,
combination.
honestly.
Yes, yes, I agree with you on now. Definitely agree with you on that part. But every time he it seems like him and Jalen Hurts just can't click right now. If Rager is open, Jalen Hurts always underthrows him, or it's a pass interference penalty. So do you still have faith in Rager? Do you still think he could be something that he could turn out to be something?
No, no, I gave up on him like during the middle of the season, man. Honestly, I
Yeah.
just don't see
Okay.
the
Okay.
consistent with him. I just feel as though he's just giving up, man. Not just
Okay.
him. I mean, a couple other players. It just looks like the team chemistry. The chemistry ain't there. Honestly, it ain't there.
Mhm. Okay. Okay. Miles Sanders. Miles Sanders. We heard about the trade rumors. I think we heard about the trade rumors coming up. And what gets to me about Miles Sanders, I'm starting to think they featuring Kenny Gainwell more. Kenny Gainwell more. I starting to think they featuring him more. It's not that Miles Sanders don't fit in the system. I believe they just like Kenny Gainwell much more because they're doing nothing but dropping back and passing. That's where Kenny Gainwell come in and fit that mold,
Hmm.
catching passes, and he also can play a little bit of receiver. Do you feel like something in the deadline gonna happen with Miles Sanders? Do you feel like they're gonna trade him? They gave the all organization giving up on him. How do you feel about Miles Sanders?
I mean, frustration. He's there. He's frustrated, man. He's not touching these balls. Um, the Rock is not being like run well. There's no smash
Mm-hmm.
mouth football team at all. Especially sometimes too when you see the frustration in some of these tapes. If you go look back on it, it looked like Jalen Hurts in the RPO. It looked like he's taking the ball away from him. He's supposed to be getting this ball, but it looked like Jalen sees something down the field which is not there, and he's just taking it from Miles.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I mean, man, I love Miles Sanders, man. I ain't gonna lie, I love Miles Sanders to death. The limited
Hmm.
carries this guy gets, this guy run, man. This guy get yards. I don't see him. I rarely even see this guy get hit in the backfield that much. But it's frustrating. Not. I mean, I should have sworn our coaches come from Indianapolis, where you had the best running attacking football and they still got the best running attack in football right now. Carson Wentz is being a game manager right now, but like I said, when you got Jonathan Taylor and Naheem Hines, those guys running that football, that puts a lot of pressure on that damn defense, and that opens up a lot of the play action in the screen game. And right now,
Right.
that's something we're not capable of doing right now. So we're gonna switch to this defensive side of the football, which is something we have not been good at either. We really haven't been good on neither side of the football. If we can just be honest, we really have not been. We've been terrible against the run. If you can name one running back that we played that is a superstar running back that got over 125 yards against us, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. If you want to go with Kenyon Drake, that's someone that had ran the football on us
Mm-hmm.
consistently as well. If you want to go Ronald Jones, you can go Ronald Jones, Leonard Fournette. You want to go to these guys too as well. What you think about this run defense? What you think about this defense as a whole?
Honestly, as a whole, no, man.
Mm-hmm.
You got Fletcher Cox being just collecting, collecting his little check. I mean, he's not playing aggressively, how he said. He's playing that. He's just on the screen plays, which the tape is there. He is covering
Mm-hmm.
these QB spies or whatever. I don't understand why is he like spying on Derek Carr. He's not a runner, you know.
Yeah.
And Swift coming in this week. I think Swift, man, he's one to watch. Honestly, he's one to watch.
Yeah. Yo, yo.
Mm. And the
You
linebackers
can
too,
get my
man. I do
yeah.
not
Oh,
know.
oh man.
I don't know what happened to
Oh
T.J.
yeah,
Edwards,
man. Don't
man.
put
He
me
got
stuff.
special teams of the week. Alex Singleton,
Yeah.
he's MIA. My man's in a milk carton somewhere. Don't know where, And everybody was, and I was hype on Devion Taylor or whatever, but
Yeah.
you know, that's
You
another
remember?
story.
You remember when Alex Singleton was the most hyped up guy in the preseason? Everybody raved about Alex Singleton, how much he's been around the football all the time, all the
Mm-hmm.
football all the time. Everybody just raved about him in the preseason. But now you're not going against those number twos no more. You're going against flat out number
Mm-hmm.
ones. And oh my God, Alex Singleton just looks like a safety out there. Every time he tackles somebody, he just looks like a plain safety, just getting hit and ran over. And this linebackers, when a team is running the football, that's a linebacker's chance to eat right there. That's the linebacker's chance to eat right there. But again, I haven't feel like the secondary did too bad because again, when the line is not getting pressure, I mean, what can you do out there as a secondary defender? You can't guard that. You can't cover that long. You can't cover for
Mm-hmm.
4 seconds. Somebody's gonna break free. Do you feel like the secondary? How do you feel about the secondary? Do you feel like the secondary has been bad? Do you feel like they've been competitive, or you feel like they're below average, or you think it's a combination of them being too old out there?
No, honestly, I think the secondary, the Darius Slay and Steven Nelson, man, I think they've been holding it down, trying to like make plays so that way offense can like make points or whatever. That's the one thing
Yeah.
bad I can't really say about the defense or whatever. And
Mm-hmm.
Anthony Harris not being there the last game was a hurt piece a little bit, as far as there was no coverage in
Mm-hmm.
the middle as well. And like I said, another thing too, I still don't know if he gave up 100 yards yet to a tight end yet. So that's another positive thing,
Yeah.
still going in.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, man. Hawkinson is another one, man. Your golf is gonna get.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I
We
think,
got we
yeah,
Hawkinson
I think
probably.
golf is gonna attack that
Yeah.
middle, and he's gonna get hot like that.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Hawkinson is probably one of the best tight ends in the game.
Hmm.
So they definitely gonna be looking to go on every time golf throw the ball. They definitely gonna be looking to go into him a lot more. And my concern, man, this defensive line, they just need to stop the run. We have not stopped the run all year long. We have not throughout the last 5 weeks. I don't believe we control time of possession. We have not controlled time of possession either. The opposing team had the ball more time than we did. So when you're not controlling time of possessions, that means you're not staying on the field as much. You're getting on and off the field, and that means the opposing offense has been running the football. They're controlling the line of scrimmage. That means they're doing everything better than something we have not done. I mean that's one of the keys to this victory going against the Detroit Lions. We have to be able to come out and establish some type of a run
Mm-hmm.
game. We have to control the time of possession. Every time we don't come, and Jalen Hurts cannot be our leading rusher each and every week. Each and every week, damn near, he's always the leading rusher. Yeah, he was the
Yeah,
leading rusher in the last
yeah,
game.
I remember seeing a stat like that with him and Lamar Jackson that they had more rushing yards than
Yeah,
some of these running backs in the NFL. I think it was going in week 4. I remember seeing that.
yeah, yeah. So again, man, I don't like when the quarterback be our leading rusher. We know he can run, but it's almost fixed to see. This offense is almost fixed to see. What Jalen, I don't know if they try to see is Jalen Hurts really going is the franchise quarterback, or if they putting the offense into Jalen Hurts' hands to see can he beat people, or just getting they just basically giving them the keys to this offense, and we cannot win throwing the ball 30 times, 40 times a game. I mean, Jalen Hurts is not that type of quarterback at all, man. So
Mm-hmm.
again, I mean, it just like we haven't controlled time of possession. We just don't come out. We just came out running the ball early against the Raiders, and I liked
Mm-hmm.
that first drive. It was more
Right.
balanced. We seen they couldn't stop us on the run. Then you get a
Mm-hmm.
sweet pass to Kenny Gainwell over the middle for a touchdown. And as soon as Miles Sanders get out the game, we go right back into what we was going to. That was losing us the
Mm-hmm.
games and stuff like that. So this coaching staff, how you feel about this coaching staff? And if you see this season getting any more out of hand, do you see a move made at some point during the season or in the off season?
They had to clean house, honestly. Now, now I'm not a believer. I was a big believer in
Yeah,
Gannon a little bit.
yeah,
I was one of them rooting for that defensive coach, but they all got to go, man.
yeah,
Can you come in, dude? I'm from Philly, bro. We're a tough crowd, man. But how can you
yeah.
go in there and compare us to
Oh yeah, I
Flowers?
know that.
That's like saying, you know, if you need a horseman or to put Flowers out. Are you trying to call us like we play like shit? Like think about it.
Yeah.
Like that you can't
Oh
do that. You
man.
can't compare this team to orange and apples, man. Like what's up with Sirianni, man? He needs to like wake up, hit his head, like get it going. It's mid-season for him. We need to at least try to make a wild card spot. Like, at
Yeah.
least trying to prove that. But like I said, I only have us winning 2 more games. Um, they gotta. I don't know, man. Like the offense got to get it together going on. Gainwell should be utilized. Like a
Hmm.
like something like a little Sproles. Like he reminds me of a little,
Yeah.
Sproles. The speed is there,
Darren
but
Sproles.
he's
Yeah.
more of a
Yeah. Yeah.
receiver.
Yeah.
He's more of a
Yeah.
receiver.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Hmm.
I don't see. I don't understand why Gainwell should be running the ball. That should be Miles' job.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gainwell should be out there for decoys only, like in a Sproles role a little bit.
Yeah. I love the Darren Sproles, and that guy was speedies. Sometimes you
Mm-hmm.
can give him at least about seven to eight carries, but he's more built as a receiving type of guy as well. But like if we lose to the Detroit Lions coming up Sunday, I'm not gonna lie, somebody has to go. Somebody got to get fired.
Right,
Somebody has to
right. Yeah, somebody's
have
got
a
to go.
yo, somebody's got to go. You got to clean somebody. You got to get somebody up out of here. If it's Sirianni or Jonathan Gannon or whoever it is, somebody's got to take the answer. Somebody's got to go. Again,
Well,
I
I don't
feel
want to
like we
fire
can win
everybody.
this. Yeah,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
go ahead.
I feel
Go
as though we
ahead.
should keep. I feel as though we should keep Jeff Stutland and the special teams coordinator. Because man, Sippos, man.
Yeah, I mean, regardless who it is, somebody got to go. The whole coaching staff
Mm-hmm.
don't got to go. Somebody has to take a hit for
Yeah,
this. Somebody has
well, it
to
got to be the
take
head
it. And
coach, man.
somebody, yeah, either the head coach, defensive coordinator.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter who it is. Somebody's got to. I mean, somebody's got to take a hit for them. If your offense is bad, if the offense is very much bad in losing against Detroit, and this defense can't stop nobody, one of them gonna have to go. But if it's Jonathan
Mm-hmm.
Gannon or Sirianni, somebody's gonna have to go, and that's just the point of it, man. I just feel like throughout the whole off season we've been lied to. Again,
Yeah.
everybody been lied to. The whole Eagle Nation been
Mm-hmm.
lied to. I mean, he come from a coach heavy offense. I mean, like when they literally their first thing is to do they run the football. You have the best rushing attack in the National
Mm-hmm.
Football League. How you go from now? Now you putting the keys in Jalen Hurts' hands, something that's not is really his suit. And now, I mean, I just feel like they try. I don't know if they're trying to make this guy the MVP, but right now it's not really cutting it for Jalen Hurts. Right now, he's not too accurate.
No.
I mean, again, man, it's just a complete dumpster fire, and a lot of people saying, "Hey, let's start tanking. Let's tank to get some picks." I'm not a big fan of really tanking like that or giving up a
Me
season.
neither.
If you're trying to tank, you must want Howie Roseman up out of there. If you're really at least trying to tank the season if to get this man up. But I'm not a big fan of tanking. I'm a big fan of winning and going out there and trying at least trying to make a playoff or wild card because we only 2 games up out of the wild card spot. So why not just keep going in? You never know. They might fire him anyway after the wild card. They might fire him anyway, and then
Hmm.
the next guy that come in who say he's gonna be the solution to fixing this whole roster. So I mean,
Hmm.
do you see any changes need to be? What changes you see that need to be made? And do you still feel like we can make a wild card or a playoff spot, even though we're gonna assume that Dallas is gonna run away with the division because the way they look. I believe they're 5-1. They play Minnesota, and Dallas
Hmm.
looks unstoppable. So for this rest of the season, how do you feel about this team? Do you still feel like we have a shot of getting in the wild card? Because I believe the schedule gets it gets kind of easier from this. It gets kind of easing up, but then again, with the way this team play, you just never know.
Man, I want to dream big. Say, yeah, we can make the wild card, but honestly, in the reality, I got us winning like two more
Mm-hmm.
games, and that's it. Um, some of
Yeah.
the veterans got to go, man. Like I said, we can probably I would say trade Cox, man. He has a hefty contract. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and he looked like he's frustrated here. He's not playing well. I mean, we got Hargrave, defensive tackle. We could probably get somebody in the draft. Everybody know who should we
Yep.
get in the draft. We get the first pick, Thibodeau or whatever. And then Kyle Hamilton, another one. If we don't get Thibodeau, I mean, the sky's the limit.
Yep.
Honestly, it's just the rebuilding phase. Honestly, I just, I got no more energy for this team no more. Like they still my team. I'm not gonna give up on them, but I just don't got no more team, man. After that press conference the other day, I'm done, man.
Oh yeah, man. Like I said, man, I know my team, my original diehard team is the Houston Texans. Just looking at that football team right there, and looking at how bad Davis Mills looks right now. So again, hey, I don't even do no more videos on them. I don't even do no more damn videos on them. The way Davis Mills looks right now, I can't even do no more. I can't even watch them like that now. So the only hope, pretty much, is probably the Eagles, pretty much, but they don't look as even better the way they look. But do you feel some kind of sense of urgency with this team? Do you feel like they out there competing really
Yeah,
hard? Are you
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I honestly think they are honestly, but it
yeah.
just like I said, there's some plays where they just give up, honestly, and just frustrated. I mean, going back to Jason Kelsey, when was the last time we seen him blow his top off like that? Never. And I never seen that. And like, I never seen
Yeah.
that. Like, as far as being an Eagles fan back, way back then, I never seen nothing like that. And I'm like, oh damn, that should tell you a lot. Jason Kelsey saying that, that's like a man. That dude is like loved everywhere in Philly. Like for him to like blow
Oh
his
yeah.
top off like that. And then I remember telling a couple of guys in the chat, I'm like, look, I was saying it
Yeah.
way before it came to tuition. I'm like, look, there's something going on in the locker room. It's really going. There's like
Yeah.
there's a lot of confidence being lost. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I
So,
believe Sirianni. I believe Sirianni probably done lost that locker room. I believe he done lost the locker room pretty much already.
oh
The
hell
the
yeah.
Fletcher Cox, yeah, the Fletcher Cox.
Hmm.
I mean, comments. I mean, I don't like what Fletcher Cox did. I mean, if you got a problem, you just go to the coach. In general, but I understand he hasn't really done too much since he's gotten that contract. He really hasn't earned that contract yet. I'm ready for
Right.
Derek Barnett to go. I'm ready for Derek Barnett to go. I'm tired of
Mm.
him. He has not really done nothing since that fumble recovery in the Super Bowl. He has not really done anything. Andre Dillard just
Mr.
getting beat off
Pi.
the edge. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Andre Dillard just getting beat off the edge all the time. Shaquille Barrett just smoked him when we were going against Tampa Bay. He just got smoked every time coming off the edge by Shaquille Barrett. I mean, I
Mm-hmm.
believe this offensive line. I don't know what's wrong with this offensive line, but sometimes do you feel like Jalen Hurts just stand in the pocket too much, or what do you think this offensive line is that bad, or you just think Jalen Hurts just stay in the pocket too long?
Yeah. He either stays in it too long, try to get to one read, rolls out too early, offensive line sometimes with the misreads or something
Hmm.
with the blocking. Um,
Yeah.
like I said, when you mentioned earlier, like trade Andre Dillard, we should still trade him. We can get capital on him.
Yep.
Matter of fact, there was a rumor. I don't know, on Twitter there was a rumor saying that like it was supposed to come in the news that he was getting traded. I can be wrong. Like I said, I won't believe it until we see it.
Yeah. I mean, again, man. Jalen Hurts. I mean, again, I love Jalen Hurts, but somewhere in the off season when everybody was talking about how he's doing in those joint practices, he was lighting up the joint practices. I always liked the Jalen Hurts as a player, but you know how everybody was telling him they think he could be superstar level, which I never thought he could be a superstar type quarterback level. I'm a type of guy you got to show me first. You have to show me, then I can be able to evaluate him. Some I feel like this is evaluated. I feel like this is an evaluation season for Jalen Hurts. If he's average, I just feel like the guy that you got a feeling that this organization is
Yeah.
going to do something. Organization is going to do something if Jalen Hurts he's an average. If he's an average quarterback, I just feel like
Hmm.
Jalen Hurts is going to be something with this organization. But I don't. I can't say I can see him as a franchise quarterback. I don't know. I don't know yet. But shout out to Cheesy B for that raid, man. I know you're watching your Green Bay Packers. I'm watching them too. Shout out to my boy G for coming and talk to me, man. This like a collab, so I enjoyed him this first time.
Appreciate it.
Y'all will see Coach Donte on this show. Talking Eagle football. So I'm all around. Shout out to Cheesy B. Your Packers are doing very good right now, man, against the top team in the NFL. And Aaron Jones down there ran a touchdown right there. But I just feel
Man,
like,
and Mercedes Lewis
do you
caught
feel
that
like this
touchdown,
one?
man.
Oh
That would have been
yeah,
like a touchdown for the
man.
decade,
Oh
man.
yeah. Man, this Packers defense is really showing up tonight. This Packers defense is really showing
Hey,
up
it's crunch
tonight.
time,
I
man. Hey, look,
mean,
a lot of teams get into crunch
oh
time
yeah,
this time around.
yep. Something
Yep.
that the that our damn Eagles can't do right now. They don't know nothing about no clutch time right now. So,
We a four
do you
quarter
feel
team.
like yo?
Yeah.
Do you feel
Hmm.
like Jalen Hurts? Do you sense some kind of this is a evaluation year for Jalen Hurts? If Jalen Hurts be average, do you think is it a possibility we get a quarterback in the draft? We find a quarterback in the
Yeah.
draft.
Yeah. I honestly think we're gonna quarterback in the draft. I honestly think we either get Carroll or what's that other dude? Willis. Willis. I think it was Malik Willis.
Malik
Yeah.
Willis, that quarterback from
Yeah. I
Liberty,
don't.
that
Yeah.
dual threat
Yeah.
quarter, the
Yeah.
dual
Yeah.
threat one. Yeah,
Hmm.
dual threat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I honestly see him.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly see him being drafted to the Eagles before him,
Yeah.
before Corral. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Malik Willis supposed to be a lottery, like a lottery pick. He supposed to be in the top five. He gonna be somewhere up in that top five range area because
Hmm.
I heard a lot about like I say Malik Willis, man. That dude is a dual threat quarterback, but I
Hmm.
mean, it sucks to see you don't want to go into a draft and get another goddamn quarterback. You don't want to have to do that, but
But I mean,
it just
when it comes to situations like that, you got to,
yep,
because not only that, it puts
yep.
pressure on the one that's starting. You know what I mean? Hey, look,
On that
Hurts my
start,
guy,
yeah,
man. Hurts my guy.
yeah,
But like I
yeah.
said, I ain't biased. If he's not putting in the work,
No,
might as well bring
oh
somebody
no.
else in.
You like me. If you're not playing
Hmm.
well, I'm gonna let you know about it. And I'm gonna let every Eagle fan know about it. If the quarterback not playing well, I'm gonna let him know
Hmm.
about it. If I feel like he not the franchise, I'm gonna say no.
Hmm.
I'm gonna say no. He not the franchise. I don't see him being a part of the franchise. So right now, all I gotta say he's too inconsistent. By the end of the year, I'm gonna be able to tell if Jalen Hurts is the franchise quarterback or not. But a lot of people that I interviewed so far, like Backyard Birds, he don't think Jalen Hurts is a franchise quarterback. Philly the podcast, he says no. He said no so far. He
Oh
said
yeah, yeah,
he the
Joe,
one
yeah,
said
yeah. He said no.
he the one yeah,
No,
yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Like I
He
said,
the one said
I
he
ain't
don't think
biased,
Jalen Hurts
man.
got
I ain't
yeah.
biased. It's just he just man,
He
like
one of those
he
he
hang
said
yeah. Yeah, he just hangs on that air time, that ball, like it's just uncontrollable. He's not accurate, man. And like I said, every week it's like I'm just giving up on him. But like I
yeah.
said, it can always be a problem in, like, as far as the coaching ain't there. I don't think he should be running the shotgun, honestly. If anything, he should just be on the center. He's
Oh
he's
yeah.
better on the center, man. or whatever.
I mean, it was a reason why, like, if Nick Saban literally take you out of a national championship game and stuff like that, it's got to be a reason why something is going on. And he felt like Tua give him a best shot to win, and he did come back and
Mm-hmm.
win that game. But Jalen Hurts also got his kind of revenge a little bit, but still, man, Philly, the podcast, the one said, go in with Gardner Minshew. Let's go in with Gardner Minshew, see what he got. And be honest, Gardner Minshew is actually a good quarterback if you put some weapons around him. He actually is pretty decent. If you look, he's actually pretty decent. 37 and 11,
Mm-hmm.
that's not bad. That's pretty good. For Jacksonville, his first year, winning 6 games. I mean, hey, that's pretty good. I don't know if I'm willing to go through with that. I don't know. But right now, it's a lot of pressure on Jalen Hurts going into this game this Sunday. I just got a feeling. And Jalen Hurts, I'm gonna say, if Jalen Hurts don't perform,
Mm-hmm.
pull his ass, put Gardner Minshew in there. Let's get a spark. If Jalen Hurts don't perform, let's get a spark. If we somehow lose this game, and if it's on the offense fault of Jalen Hurts, let's get a spark. Put Gardner Minshew in there. Hey, we lost 2-7, 2-7. I would say that would be our season right there. This Sunday is our season right here. This is what I'm gonna say. This how I'm gonna say it.
Yeah, yeah, it
This
is.
Sunday
It
will be
is.
our season right here, pretty much. We
Mm-hmm.
lose this game, we won't go to the playoffs.
A
I'm
lot
just
has
letting
to
it.
get
We won't.
proved.
Yeah, yeah. And then you throw Gardner Minshew in now. That's it. Jalen Hurts. Then that's when I'm Jalen Hurts not gonna be the guy. If somehow we fail this game, and this is gonna be a lot of pressure on Jalen Hurts. Just go ahead, just throw Gardner Minshew in now. You got nothing to lose any goddamn way. You want to see what Gardner Minshew can do anyway. You just need to spark Jalen Hurts, and his offense not giving you a spark. Just put a
Mm-hmm.
spark in now. Put somebody in now that can probably get the job done. See what you got. Maybe Gardner Minshew can be your quarterback. Just put some weapons
Mm-hmm.
around him and the offensive line. Let's run the ball. Let's stop all these goddamn RPOs from time to time because it's clearly not getting it done. Clearly not getting a
Mm-hmm.
job done. So you can't beat anybody one dimensional. You can't beat anybody if you can't run the football. You can't beat anybody. That makes it you one dimensional. That makes it easier for them to game plan for Jalen Hurts and stuff like that. I mean, but do you see us making any type of moves in the trade deadline? Do you see somebody moving like a receiver, offensive lineman, running back? Do you see somebody moving on Tuesday at the trade deadline? Do you see somebody being on this team on Tuesday, being off this team by
Oh,
Tuesday? If you had to
Dillard.
guess,
It would be Dillard, and I want to throw in our Whiteside on it just because as a capital, just because. And like I was
I'm not
pushing,
mad at that.
yeah, yeah, I was pushing
I'm
like
not
the
mad at
Miles to
that.
get traded too. But I'm like, baby, I'm behind Miles. Like I said, like you said, well, like you said,
I'm behind them
this
too.
game, yeah,
I'm behind them. Yeah, yeah, 100%.
yeah, this game is all or nothing. And like I said, I was big on like pushing like let's get Marlon Mack. Let's at least try to get Marlon Mack. At least try to see if another running back can at least do productive.
Yeah,
But in reality, like I said, Miles, like he had at one point we had like the most yards per carry. Like he was like number one at one point. So it's technically not him. Because that line can
yeah,
eat, man. As far as that line can push that run block up.
yeah,
That I know, especially Kelsey and what's his face, Jordan Mailata. Them
yeah,
dudes can
yeah,
block. And as far as it,
yeah.
and Isaac, I'm pretty sure probably I know he's injured, but if he comes back too, that's another piece that that's another big piece as far as it because we got to rest these dudes, man. They like burning up energy as far as it just staying out on the
Yeah.
field like that. We can't continue keep doing like these 3-and-outs too. That's another thing the lines
Oh yeah,
are
yeah, yeah,
struggling too.
yeah,
As far as with these 3-and-outs
yeah,
too, the lines do come in late with these games, but we got to get these guys a rest, especially the defense, man.
yeah. I mean, I got a feeling that, like, again, Jalen Rager, I don't got a good. I think he can be one of the guys that can also be moved by Tuesday. It's a lot of iffy. It's a lot of iffy and washy about him, but it's always something when you give up on somebody. And like, do you feel like that's coaching being able to develop guys? Do you feel like I know because I know this and I'm a coach my own self. So If a player
All right.
goes in for another organization
Mm-hmm.
and they've been put in the right spots and they shining. But can you put that on the coaching staff not using the player the right way or not developing players the way they should?
It go both ways.
Yeah.
It go one, and I'm gonna say this. Player. It starts with the player. They just
Okay.
gotta be motivated. They gotta be
Yep.
motivated, put it in the work ethic,
Yep.
study,
Yep.
film. Just keep consistently grinding. Is all up to the player.
Yeah.
Coaching, wherever they had to put that player at. I don't want to say it's always all in the coach. Like I said, it's player and priority number one.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
gotta like just review tape or whatever. But it's also the coach's like part to make sure that that player exceeds at the position that he
Yeah.
plays. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like I said, I don't think Jalen Rager should be a number two receiver. It should just
Slide.
be
Yeah.
it should be Watkins Smith and Rager in the slot.
Yeah.
Switching
Yeah.
with Greg Ward.
Yep.
Like I said, I don't think Rager should be that number two guy.
Okay. So you think he's in the wrong position other than that he should be switched. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because like I say, I'm a coach myself. I'm a coach myself. So and I'm really a guy. I hold players accountable. I hold players accountable.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a big players hold accountable player. I love to hold players accountable for not going on the field. You get paid to go out there and be and perform
Right.
and do your goddamn job. Yeah, the coaches, it's their job to put you in the best spot where you can succeed. It's your GM job to put the right players around you, around the opposing quarterback and stuff. But I just love to hold God players accountable. I mean, this 2-5 start it's on this whole organization. It's on the whole organization. I got around built around the whole organization, and most people got it. Howie Roseman. But I want to just hold. I gotta just hold these players and coaches accountable because
Mm-hmm.
the play calling has been absolute garbage. I mean,
Trash. Yeah.
I mean, it's just been trash, been trash. I mean, I just never seen play calling like that before. So many RPOs. I mean, literally before Sunday, everything was just shotgun, 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 shotgun. Now all of a sudden, it's you want to start getting up on the center, and
Mm-hmm.
once we lose Miles Sanders, we back in the shotgun all of a sudden. So I don't know why we changed what was working for us, and then we go back into the shotgun, and all of a sudden that's when the wheels all of a sudden kind of fall off, and the offensive and defensive line getting gashed and stuff like that because they gotta have to keep coming back on the field each and every time. But I mean, I just really hope this offense get going Sunday, man. And I'm really afraid of this game. I ain't gonna even lie. I ain't gonna even lie. The way the Lions been competing against these teams, and that I just don't feel good about coming into this game, going into Detroit. I just don't really
Yeah.
feel good about going to this game. I mean, again, if we come out and fail this game, and if we come out and fail this game, somebody just got to go. Somebody just really got to go, and every Eagle fan in the nation saying that a change just have to be made.
Mm-hmm.
A change just have to be made. I mean, how did you feel about this coaching staff coming into this season? How did you feel about them coming into the season?
I was iffy, and then I'm gonna be honest. After the first win, I was like, okay, you know, I got confidence. During the middle of the season, that kind of like put the tick on me. But like I said, like Nick Sirianni, like it was iffy with me
Mm-hmm.
because of the first press conference, and he wasn't like really like a people's dude and whatnot. And then
Yeah.
what's funny is that when he started like being like a people's guy and Phillies guy crashing that wedding, and that dude told him, run the damn
Yeah.
ball. The man told you before the season, run the
Yeah.
ball. And he not running the ball. Like I was trying to pull up the tape before so I could retweet it on Twitter. Like, look, he said this like way before, like, you know, but nah, man,
Mm-hmm.
they some goofs. They gotta go, man. He's gotta go.
Yeah. I mean, do you just feel like when we play? Do you just feel like that was against the Falcons? Do you just feel like that was because we played the Falcons, or do you just feel like by far as team wise you thought it was pretty decent? Do you just feel like by that first game everybody said, oh, you played the Falcons? Because if you look at our wins, We played the Falcons and we played Carolina. Carolina was struggling coming into that game, but they still was a
Mm-hmm.
pretty good team. I believe they were better than the Falcons. That team was pretty much better than the Falcons. They were playing better football than the Falcons. But do you think most of that was because of the Falcons? We was playing the Falcons.
Yeah, yeah. And then another thing too, that since we was in the COVID era last year, there was no crowd or no crowd noise or whatever. So now they had like the
Mm-hmm.
crowd noise and they had to adjust to it or whatever. Then we had practices as well because last year I remember we didn't have practice; it was just straight to the season and that's it.
Yeah.
So it had a lot to do with that as far as it. And then again, the Falcons ain't had Julio.
Yeah.
Then you had Pitts out there trying to get information. Like, everybody was trying to get in sync in week one, honestly.
Yeah. Robert, what you think? Did you think it was the Falcons that we played week one? Because if you look at our losses, we haven't beat we don't got no good wins like that. If you want to say Carolina, because how they were playing some good football. They were playing some good football. So I may give the Eagles a little pass on now. And they also got a good defense. That defense is not a bad defense. Sam Donald right
No.
now, Sam Donald's just a bad quarterback. I'll be honest with you. Thought that was the Jets messing over his career. He's shown he's just a bad quarterback. He's just not good. Sam
Mm-hmm.
Donald's just not a good quarterback. The way he got benched last week against the Giants. Yeah, he's just not a good quarterback. That's just what it
Mm-hmm.
comes down to. I was giving
Yeah,
him pass because he was with a
exactly.
bad
Against the
organization.
Giants.
Yeah, yeah. I was just looking at him because he was with a worse organization and a terrible coach, Adam
Mm-hmm.
Gates, who should never be a head coach in this league no more. But yeah, Sam Donald just not a good quarterback. So Robert, do you just feel
No,
like that was just the Falcons that we played?
I think
Do
it
you
might.
feel
It
like
just.
do you give
I feel like
go
it
ahead?
was just the Falcons, but um, I get it. The Falcons are a bad team. I mean, obviously, Matt Ryan is still not the player that he used to be, and the fact of the matter is that the Eagles' defense, yeah, it struggled in the first quarter, but once you start figure out, the weakness of the offensive line for the Atlanta Falcons, because Matt Ryan cannot move worth a damn. I mean, it's just like, I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, like I get it. Like I said before, I'm going to repeat myself. It is Atlanta. I mean, I thought the defense looked pretty solid, for that first week. And then as the number has shown, we struggled for the next three games. I mean, almost blew it against Carolina, but obviously the defense has held their own against Carolina. Sam Darnold is still not the.
Yep.
I mean, he's a decent quarterback, but he's not as good as people think he might be, especially with with Carolina. And
Yep.
give credit to where yeah, he may not be good, but give credit to Carolina to actually at least to give him a chance to show what he can do.
Yeah.
And obviously with JC, the guy, a decent corner in JC Horn. Like, like that's the only team I'm going to give a pass to. I mean, at this point,
Mm-hmm.
I just kind of feel like if this is going to be a continuous pattern, I think at this point, I mean, I know this might be a stretch. I just say just clean house at this point. Oh, I mean,
You
except for,
said the same thing pretty much.
I mean, I think
Yeah,
Shane
I mean
Steichen,
everybody is. I
Yeah.
mean everybody's
because
saying clean house.
Yeah.
because
Yep.
and another way. I mean, I was thinking about making a video of this too about Deuce Staley and how much it still leaves a sour taste in my mouth.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Like, because from what I remember, like when Sanders was under Deuce Staley, I think it was rookie season, he was just outstanding under Deuce Staley. And the fact of the matter, it's just like the fact of the matter is like you boot out the guy who had tenure there for as long and of one of your former players back in the day, and then the fact you gave him the boot to go to it was it with Detroit now, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he's with Detroit. Yeah.
Um, it's just like it shows that Laurie is not a good owner. Howie, on the other hand, the fact that we had his ass for 2 decades, but it never became GM till 2010, and the fact that we had him for a decade, it's like, oh, I just don't. It's just like it's tough, but I mean, if you look at this team, yeah, we are not the well coached, but I think we have a good amount of talent on this team because it's Devontae Smith, obviously great. Quez Watkins, on the other hand, is just something spectacular on this team. Not to mention, you have Gainwell, who, by the looks of it, is going to be your starting running back. I mean, and another thing too, and I said this before too, and I think when I made my video about when I saw about the Ertz, talk about the Ertz trade, I knew he was going to get traded, but the question was when was he going to get traded? I was thinking, say maybe wait till the trade deadline, at least get like a third or fourth round pick for Zach Ertz. But and the fact that and here's the thing: the fact that Zach Ertz does not show like doesn't like it out there in Arizona. It's just like his body language. It's like why? Like I gave you what was it? How long has he been there for? Like almost a decade with the Birds.
That was almost 10 years, pretty much.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
almost.
And
I remember
the fact that his facial expression shows it like he was disappointed. And look, congrats to him actually, being the first player to actually catch both touchdown passes with two different teams. Get the game ball in his gloves to send to the Hall of Fame. I mean, by the end of the day, man, this game is a bit. I know it's a professional sport, but it's also as a business at the end of the day. No matter how much you look at it. I just I kind of brought I was watching Fuego and Philly Foothills and Birdman, and I left a comment in the chat said we need the next Andy Reid because this team. I mean, I rather the only coordinator I would keep is Shane Steichen because I know this guy can actually know how to call offensive plays, but we just need the next Andy Reid to help.
I mean, do y'all feel like I'm gonna go to you first, backyard Birds, since you first got on here. Do you feel like we just need to Nick Sirianni just need to stop calling plays? Period. Do you just feel like he just need to give up the play calling? Just switch something up.
Yeah, I think he needs to delegate more for sure.
I think so as well.
And back to what you were saying earlier. What the hell were you saying?
About cleaning. I mean, I know I talked a lot.
Yeah, you were talking about cleaning house, but you said something. I
said something about Shane Steichen because it's like, I
believe
right before that.
Who said it? Me or G?
I think I did talk about Zach. I was talking about Zach Ertz before all that.
You was talking about
okay. Zach Ertz. Yeah, he looked like he got a lot of weight lifted off his shoulders. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's what his face looks like. I mean, because Howie Roseman he has that dark cloud over all of Philly, man, for real. That dude's got to go.
Yeah.
No. Oh, hell yeah. I mean,
not just there, man. Over here, we was hearing it I was here in Jersey. They were saying fire Howie. Like, I've been hearing a lot of Eagles fans out here, like deep in Jersey, saying he got to go.
Yeah, that's been going on for what?
Yeah, that came all the way up here.
God, that's been like as at this point, man. You could probably and look. I live in South Jersey. I have to deal with that. Well, I mean, I kind of get behind it because it's like I'm thinking to myself like certainly if someone's going to make a front lawn site that says #fire Howie like on their front lawns, it's like. I could probably see that, and that's the fact.
We need to go pick it. Fuck that.
Well, that too, and that's you guys got to think too. The guy who
get this motherfucker out of here.
Exactly. Not to mention we had his ass for over 2 decades since when Andy Reid was here, and the fact, and it's just like obviously he was an intern and like did this other positions, but until 2010, getting to that GM was like, oh shit. That was the oh shit moment it just had in my head. It's like, yeah, this team is not. We're going to be in such a down spiral for years to come with him under the helm. But it's just kind of feel like, and plus, it's also Laurie too. Laurie need as much as I just feel like Laurie's incapable, but in running the team. But what I do give Howie credit at times. It's rare for me to say. He did actually make the right moves, especially in the draft. Unfortunately, the fact of the matter is that he traded with the division rival, which I despise the living hell out of. But at the end of the day, we got the guy we needed. I mean,
it's no way we should not be scoring points. There's no way we should be scoring points. I mean, you look at the teams that we played. Most of these teams, but South Carolina has a good defense. I mean, if you want to say San Francisco, but you should have scored points on them. They were hurt. They had to beat up
especially with
secondary
and Kansas City too. Don't forget about that. Their
Kansas
defense
City,
is so suspect at the
their
moment.
defense is so bad. Their defense is bad. Their defense is bad. I mean, look,
Exactly.
I mean, we should be scoring. We should have been. That's the only game I feel like we scored points in. We did not score points in really no other game. And then Tampa Bay. We score. I believe we scored 22 points in that game. But most of the game, I mean, the two drives that we had, if you looked at it, Jalen Rager caused 2 pass interference penalty. Other than that, we didn't move the football too well in that game. And I mean, no, Robert, I know I didn't ask you this question, but I asked Backyard Burst that question. This question, he said no. G, I believe he's getting close to no. Close to no. I say I don't know. Will tell me it's gonna tell me on Sunday if Jalen Hurts is gonna be the quarterback of the future. Right now, I say I don't know. But if Sunday will tell me if this guy is gonna be, Sunday is gonna really actually tell me. If this guy doesn't do well against the Detroit Lions, I don't care if it's in Detroit. I don't care if it's in the backyard. I don't care where it's at. I don't care where it's at. This guy doesn't do good Sunday, then I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be like Philly the podcast and everybody else. I'm gonna really have to jump out that train. I'm not gonna be on. I'm gonna just go ahead and be honest with you on that. Do you still have a little bit more faith in Jalen Hurts? Do you feel like he's still the guy for this team? Or do you feel like we're going to go in a different direction soon?
Well,
not right now. He is.
Well, right now, I'll say this. I mean, I still have faith in him, but come Sunday, if he does fail against the Detroit, I'll be honest. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we went, as much as I hate to say it, I mean, go with Minshew, man. But I think, like you said, Donte, the only Sunday will tell if Jalen Hurts is not the guy. If not, I mean, why not, save or wait till the trade deadline? At least if someone needs a quarterback, I mean, at least get him into a package to the point where, I mean, at least get, stack up on our draft capital because with the draft coming up, the guy that I always had, other than the quarter, I mean, there's a few guys in the draft or the position players that I have my eye on quarterback wise, and I'm going with same with Hunter is Matt Corral out of Ole Miss. But what Matt Corral has been doing at Ole Miss is
G said it. G Gate said Matt Corral.
I think he's going to be a very under the radar pick, or I don't know. I don't know when he's declaring for the draft. But another guy is Kayvon Thibodeau from Oregon. He's another guy that
big on him. Man.
Everybody loves
something
him.
special about that kid. But then because Lord have mercy on our souls at this point when it comes to the draft. If we do finally get lucky,
that's another.
No, go ahead. He can finish. Go ahead. Sorry about that.
Lord have, like I said, if Howie does get lucky and to get Kayvon Thibodeau and the Lions really do fuck up their first overall pick, I'd be happy. That's a good start because we do need more our edge rushers. Because I was debating, so should we go with the edge rusher or do we go a corner earlier in the first round? Because corner wise, I want to go with Derek Stingley, but the way that was what we were seeing is like, I think we'll go edge rusher because I don't know if Thibodeau can play linebacker because I think he does have a size of line. He can. So if we can have that stepping stone with him. Hypothetically, as a linebacker, I think we should start, finding more like linebackers and a couple corners like later in the rounds.
Mm-hmm.
And look, kind of how we landed Josh Sweat, defensive end. The fact that despite with that the injury, the concerns that teams have, but the fact that he's been been pretty solid so far this year. I mean, I think like there's always that diamond in the rough kind of player that you're going to find.
Yeah,
I mean,
we need somebody else doing the picks.
Go ahead. But what happened?
We definitely need somebody else doing the picks.
Yeah, totally. Because
how look, we're getting set up for 3 first-round picks here, man, and they're going to be high picks. This can change our whole fucking future.
Exactly.
Like
Mm-hmm.
I don't trust Howie. I don't know about you guys, but I don't trust Howie with these
No,
picks.
no,
I don't
exactly.
even know Howie. I don't even
Yeah,
know Howie to be
yeah.
honest with you. I don't even know the guy that much.
He's a
Let,
weasel.
let me ask y'all guys something real quick, and it's been on my mind. Now
All
we
right.
go into this game. We beat. Say we lose to the Lions, right? But Jalen Hurts puts his back on the game. Like he shows improving stats. Now, do you still want to keep him, or you want to move on and still go with Minshew? If he puts up solid numbers, but then again,
If
it's
he
like
puts up
somehow
solid,
the
yeah.
Lions just beats us. Yeah,
Look, this
Oh,
is the way.
if he puts up solid numbers, then I can't blame him for the game. Then I got to show a little more ounce of faith in him, a little more. But to me, I mean, it's gonna come down to the rest of the season. How else he perform? However else perform? Right now, that game. If Jalen Hurts is not the reason why we lose the game, if he puts up a miracle like 4 touchdowns, no interceptions, or something like that,
Had like
then yeah,
300 plus passing yards.
yeah.
then he earned the right to he played well. He wasn't the reason why we lost. But yeah,
I,
most likely we lose this game. It may be because of the fucking goddamn defense. If Jalen Hurts
it's
is
not
lighting up
not
the
just
board like
that.
that,
It's guys to blame the coaching too, because the coaching's kind of been bad the last what 6 or 7. The fact of the matter is that you have these teams like obviously the Raiders. We all knew the Raiders are going to be good. Obviously after what went down, and all that. I mean the Raiders had some good players. Derek Carr, on the other hand, is just
Derek,
unbelievable.
yeah, Derek Carr has been sneakily under the radar this
Yeah,
year.
mm-hmm.
exactly.
I
Like
Yep,
mean, they're
yep,
five
Electric.
yep,
and two, right? They're like
because
five
I
and two
was
or
yep,
five
yeah.
and
They
one.
5-2.
yeah
Yeah.
5-2,
So
and the fact he had Ruggs still I thought was a very solid pick for the Raiders. Um, and we were talking about this on the ASAP Sports Network. When was that, Dante? What
Uh,
when?
was it yesterday?
I think it was. I think it might have been yesterday, because it's
Last
like,
night?
or yeah, last
Last
night. Yeah,
night?
yeah. Because we were talking about it's like we just thought it's like Derek, because we were talking about the MVP conversation, and I brought the points that the MVP has always been quarterback driven. And somebody brought up, so who was the one guy that's not a quarterback who is definitely MVP worthy? The one name that everybody wants to go with is Derrick Henry, and rightfully
Of
so.
course, yeah.
I think second. I think if you want to go, and my second pick is probably Derek Carr. As much as I really hate to say, Mahomes has been off. Obviously, Brady.
can I get
Brady's
a
still
word in
Brady.
here?
Yeah.
All
Yep.
right, let's go back to the Jalen Hurts thing that he was talking
Okay,
about.
go
Yeah.
ahead.
Now,
Go ahead.
even if he does play this next game better than he has, that's still not enough to show me what
Yeah.
what has been compiled this far. I don't think he's ready yet. Like honestly, I think he needs another year under his belt before he becomes a starting quarterback in this league. At least a year.
Yeah.
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 He
I think.
needs some tutelage. He needs some tutelage, and he needs a good coach showing him how to, be more
Yep.
accurate and timing and everything and footwork. And
Yep.
he just doesn't have the tangibles right now.
Yeah.
And you could see it. I
Yep.
mean, he's just really flawed right now.
I
I
mean,
mean, even if
he
he
was
does have
just.
a good
I
game,
feel like I agree with you in some of those statements on that point. Just feel like at the end of the year, he was just kind of thrown out there on the fire because Carson Wentz struggled so bad, and I think that was most of that. Carson Wentz maybe was overweighted last year, and he did not want to be there. I believe, like I said again, I believe Nick Sirianni was here to fix Carson Wentz, but Carson Wentz did not want to be a part of this team, so they had to do what they had to do. So Jalen Hurts, I mean, again, he was flushed into this spot, but goddamn, you gotta show the hell up. You know this system now, and you had a whole off season and a preseason this year to you
Mhm.
had much time. But again, if he's average against the Lions, if he's average, he has to have a great game against Detroit. To me, he
the only
has to have a great game. If he's
the only
average
problem,
and if he's average in this game, I think it's about time for Minshew. I'm not. I think it's time for a spark. Just like I was telling G a few minutes ago, like y'all when y'all just came in. If he's average, if he doesn't have a great game or something like that, I think it's time to go Minshew. It's time to get a spark up on this team. You have to get a spark up on this team. Where if you got to fire the offensive court, the coordinator coordinator or Sirianni or Gannon, something has to give. Somebody head have to be on the spike after Sunday if we lose to an
Sure.
0-7 Lions team. A spark got
For
to be
sure.
made.
Yeah, for sure.
Somebody got to go.
Yeah, see what I'm thinking is, Sirianni can't coach Jalen right now because he's got so many other responsibilities. So he can't be that quarterback whisperer he was. You know what I mean? With
Mm-hmm.
those other quarterbacks that he's worked with. So he can't, like, you know what I mean? Because he's got so much other responsibility he's got to do. So he can't just be like, yo, Jalen, let's work this. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So,
I agree.
and the guy
Yeah.
that he is working with that is, his quarterback's coach is from freaking his college. So he's still teaching him the
Yep.
same shit that he was learning back then. So of course he's not going to progress, you
Yeah,
know?
it's a whole
I
different ball
mean,
game from
I
college.
mean,
Yeah.
yep, yep. I
Mhm.
mean, but when you're not running the football
You're not helping
effectively,
him.
you're not helping them out either. You're just not
Mm-hmm.
helping them out either. But at the same time, you have to know. You have to know you're a second year guy. You're not a rookie. You have to know. I got to sit in here a little bit longer. If I got to take a hit, if I got to take a hit, I just got to take a hit. I just got to go through my second and third reads. I can't just always go, oh, Devontae Smith not open and just run up out of the pocket. Oh, Jalen Rager's not open, so I'm just gonna run up out of the pocket. Oh, Goddard not open. I just gotta run up out of the pocket. He's not, and then another thing, Devontae Smith, he's not spreading that football around. So guys, and Devontae Smith being a number one, that's a lot of pressure. So when you're not spreading the football around, again, hey, I mean, it's just not good. I mean, I don't feel everybody's not getting involved. Everybody's not getting involved into this offense. The ball is not being spread around properly. We're not running the football, so that's not helping really, and we're
I think
not
it's.
controlling time of
I think
possession.
we're
I
just
mean,
forcing.
San
I
Francisco.
just we're
Go
forcing
ahead.
it.
Yeah.
We're just forcing it at this point.
Yep.
Or I think
I
after week
mean,
two,
how did everybody else beat us? Like convincingly. What's up, JDW? San Francisco control time of possession. Y'all remember that 91-yard drive they had that killed us, that
and
kept
they
us from
blew
coming
it.
back and winning that game?
Mhm.
They had a 91 drive. That's a 9-minute goddamn drive. That's the whole fourth quarter they had the football. 90-minute yard drive. That's a 17 play. That's a 17 play, almost 10 minute, 9 minutes. That killed us. They control time of possession. I mean, again, the Raiders control time of possession, running the football. They could you see even something that the Chiefs don't do well. They ran the football with Clyde Edwards-Helaire, control time of possession.
Mm-hmm.
The Kansas City Chiefs do not run the football like that. They do not run it that well. That's something they don't really do. And like I say, they beat us. They beat us. They beat us. They control time of possession and kept our offense off the field. So it's hard when you're not keeping other teams' offenses off the field. It's hard when you're pass. I mean, it is really hard to beat a
And
goddamn
Dante, another
team.
thing
I
too,
mean,
like these teams are going with sometimes they're going with no huddle, and it's wearing down
mm-hmm.
our, especially on the are wearing down our defense.
What up, JD? Yeah, man. They wearing on our defense so bad, man. And our defensive line is just getting tired, man. So again, man, I'm kind of nervous going. I'm nervous going into this game. I'm not going to even lie, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The way
for
this
sure.
goddamn team play, man. I'm just, oh my god,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just ready for Sunday. Ready for Sunday to happen. Again, if
Yeah.
we lose, somebody head got to be on the spike. Somebody head's got to start a head. A pink slip have to be given out. I don't care if it got to be given out
Yeah.
on the field. It's got to be given out. So a metrics have to be sent. And I mean, so do y'all see a coach? Do y'all see one and done for
Well, it depends.
Sirianni
I
or
mean,
Gannon? Well, do y'all
Exactly.
see one and
if
done?
they
I'm with
put
Jerry on this.
if they put Minshew out on the field and he shows up, you don't know.
Yeah, I feel like it's too early to
Because
tell.
because like you can't really tell what the coach's designs are on the field because Jalen Hurts is only doing the one read and he's booking out the pocket. So you just don't
Mm-hmm.
know. Now, if you put Minshew on the field and he's more accurate, you can tell he's going through his reads and hitting,
Mm-hmm.
on the play, so you'll know if your coaches are good or not. Your head coach is good or not that
way. Well, I mean, I'll just say, let's just wait till the end of the season to see how if it doesn't turn out how we were supposed to expect it to be, then yeah, I think that it could be a possible one and done. But like Jerry said, if Minshew, like say hypothetically, we start.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hang on a second. I don't want to be to interrupt, but like hypothetically, if we do Minshew, for example, and he does, do what Jalen Hurts was supposed to do, like going that second, third, fourth, and actually look up to the middle of the field. If there's a play, if it's not there, and look, I mean, Minshew's not the greatest runner in the world, but he knows. Like, despite his time with that horrendous Jacksonville team, he knows when the play is not there for him. Now, and like Jerry said, too, like, it hurts as a one-read guy. But the fact of the matter is, if Minshew can do second, third, fourth, fifth reads, and if that happens, if we start like putting up points under Minshew, then I guess maybe it might been we might have the wrong quarterback with, and I feel like Hurts might not be the guy. I mean, as much as I really hate to say it, but I'm just trying to be as honest as I possibly can.
It's not that he's not the guy; he's just not the guy right now.
That's what I'm saying. He may not be.
Turn to something, Robert. You put a great nail. You hit the nail right on the head, and that's something I was going to ask G. So if you go with Gardner Minshew and he light a spark up on his team, do you feel like that's Jalen Hurts? Jalen Hurts just couldn't get the job done. Yeah,
they would just have to bench me to just watch. Discipline, you know what I mean. He just didn't do the job well. It's a business, just like it's a job. Like if you're not doing your job good,
team first,
you get replaced, and then that person he took the job. So I mean, we seen what Minshew did in Jacksonville.
Yeah, look at what they had.
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing.
Nothing now. Yeah. But Hurts does have a problem in the middle though. As far as with the throws. It's like I don't know. Remember that Donte Smith pass that he got whopped? I forgot what game was it that he passed it to Donte Smith in the middle. Donte Smith got cracked, and ever since that I haven't seen him go to the middle ever since.
Is that when he dropped the ball and he got picked off?
Yeah. Matter of fact, I think it was the fumble. Yep, I think it was that was the fumble play, but it was ruled incomplete.
Oh, he's too small to be running through the middle.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's why I think
Jalen Reagor through the middle or Goddard. Not him.
Yeah, it's just them two. That's it. Other than
that's another question I want to ask. Is Jalen Reagor a bust at this point? The way that he's going?
Yes.
I don't know because he ain't getting the ball to him.
I mean,
see, that's what I'm saying. I can't tell because he's not. I don't know. He's not getting opportunities. Every time it seemed like him and Jalen Hurts is not on the same page. I don't know. It's like I can't. I don't know. I can't figure out Jalen Reagor. I feel like if he goes somewhere else, he will succeed. He will succeed. Because every time I see him and Reagor trying to connect, the ball is underthrown, or he's
overthrown.
Always drawn a penalty or overthrown. It's just like it's hard to tell. But yes, that's what I'm saying. It's hard to tell because he's really not in an opportunity, and he's also, like G said, he's not put in the best situation because Jalen Reagor will be better at the slot, not as a number 2 corner. So if you just change Jalen Reagor to the slot, you'll see much more improvement. But Jalen Hurts also, every time I see Jalen Hurts throw it his way, it's underthrown. Somebody it's just underthrown.
The connection ain't there.
It's always a PI call, pass interference call. So that's why I can say I don't understand.
Yeah, Reagor should be put on the post routes.
I'm afraid if he's
I feel that Reagor might be better for screen routes.
Watson should be on the post routes with Smith.
Yeah, so like Smith and Quez Watkins are deep guys because like Watkins' speed is second to none. What he can, especially the fact he can kick it into the second year, so despite he's not even trying full speed, but he still has enough speed to like go 50% and then kicks into the next gear and still outburns you. I think at this point, I mean, we have our two good deep guys, Smith and Watkins, and like you said, I mean, Jalen Hurts may not be the guy, or he may not be. I just feel like we feel like we rushed Hurts way too soon, and I think at this point, as much as I don't, I mean, I still have faith in him, but I feel like just like what Jerry said, let him sit out another year. You see like these like I'm trying to make a correlation, kind of like how. Let's take Jameis Winston for example. Remember how Jameis Winston was kind of not put into the place to succeed in Tampa Bay in 2015, but once he moved to New Orleans, sat a year behind Drew Brees, and you can see the difference in Jameis Winston's game.
Mm-hmm.
That I want to see out of Jalen Hurts, but maybe that's just me.
I got one problem, and I'm gonna ask one more question, then I'm gonna get up out of here because I got to get ready for a football game tomorrow. But I got one problem to that. Tampa Bay, Bruce Arians, he throws the ball a lot. Or if their running backs are hot, they will just let the running back see. Now in New Orleans, everything built around Alvin Kamara. So now you can take some of that pressure off Jameis Winston. You won't have to throw the ball all the time because you got Alvin Kamara. Now they get Mark Ingram right back from the Houston Texans. That's going to make it more easy. So it helps when you're running the football because you don't have to keep the ball in Winston's hand. See, that's what I'm saying. You help Jalen Hurts when you don't keep the football in his hand all the time. We don't say this guy's the guy. Go win us a football game. That's not Jalen Hurts. He's not gonna go win your goddamn football game. He's not gonna go win your goddamn football game. That's why the run is important. Yo, that's why the run is so.
Hey, that's the truth.
Why the run is so valuable.
It is.
That's why the run is so important because Winston got Alvin Kamara over there. He got Alvin Kamara. Then he gonna get Michael Thomas.
They got Mark Ingram
back.
They got Mark Ingram back.
You got Mark Ingram back. So you don't have to. Jamie, you could just run the ball, and then that's going to open up Jameis Winston play action. That's going to keep some of those turnovers down. He don't got to throw too much. So that's one thing. And then you got a great coach over there, a Super Bowl winning head coach, and Sean Payton over there. Something we don't have. We fired our Super Bowl winning coach. We fired him. We threw him out. We threw him out. He was a scapegoat. So that's just the difference right now between Tampa Bay and New Orleans, where you got a guy that can run the football, catch out of the backfield. Then you just added Mark Ingram, who you can take between the tackles as well. Yeah, that's going to take a lot of pressure
Thomas,
off. And you're still going to have Michael Thomas. You got Taysom Hill, who can grab it in some wildcat formations, take off the run. You don't have to use Jameis Winston too much, like we depended on Jalen Hurts. You got a lot of mixing and matching. So one more question for y'all, and I'm gonna end up getting up out of here. I'm gonna ask y'all your final thoughts about Sunday. Starting with Robert. Eagles, do the Eagles win? And if they don't, give me a score prediction.
Oh, as much as I hate to say it's the way that our team's been playing, I think this is going to be a loss to the Lions, as much as I hate to say, because I think the score wise, I feel like it's going to come down to a field goal. That's kind of what my prediction is going to be because, well, I mean, Detroit, not the greatest run franchise in the world. Despite the fact that, they run two of their two Hall of Fame players off that organization, especially when Megatron actually developed hatred for that organization. So, I mean, if the Eagles find a way to, and I say this is going to be a loss, but if the Eagles find a way to slip, at least, sneak out a win against this team, then, I mean, I feel like it's just going to come down to an absolute field goal. I feel like this is that most games, from what we've seen, comes down to a field goal.
Is that it?
I mean, I think score-wise, I think 24-21 is my score prediction. Goes to the Lions.
All right.
Go ahead, man.
17-10 Eagles.
Which way? Okay.
I would have to. I mean, they win, but realistically, if you want me to give me a score, overtime, about 3. Lions.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, it might come down to a kicker. It might come down to Jake Elliott, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
yep,
I'm not
So
sure,
you're
man.
not sure,
But I got
is what you're
overtime.
saying.
I want the Eagles to win. Honestly, I want to get
course
the
you
dub.
do.
You know, but like I said, with the fire sale going on and this shit hell, 3 Lions.
Now you know what? The Lions they played hard last game, and they put
yeah,
they put a
yeah.
lot of emotion into that last game. So
Yeah,
I think they're gonna lose this game. And
just to tank the draft, or purposely, or just to lose at
no,
all. Period.
because they're not gonna be emotionally bound to this game like they were to the last game, because they were going against Stafford, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah,
they will. Yep.
yeah.
Not
So
to mention they have
there's a
15.
reason behind that game. Why they
Also,
were
I think
trying to
too,
beat
Jared.
them.
They also have
Yep.
15 of their players on injured reserve.
Mm. Well, they got a bunch. They got a bunch of rookies on that team, so I think we can beat them, and I think we're gonna beat them good. And I'm gonna say 24-17 Eagles.
Okay. Got a pretty much a low scoring game, so I know I want to. Okay, it's tough, man. I ain't gonna lie. I'm scared of this game. I'm scared, bro. I'm
Yeah,
not
that's
gonna.
what I'm saying.
I never been
It's
scared a day in my life. It's what this team do to you. This team and what this goddamn team do to you. That's the point. Every time is what they do to you. It's how they play, how they come out and play. It's how they come out and play. It's just not. They don't come out and run
One
the
drive.
goddamn football. If they run the football, it can be much easier. But the problem is that it's not that we can't. They won't do it. They won't come out and do it. So therefore, oh my god, you know where
If
I'm
they
gonna
build
go?
Because
off that
Dante,
first
think about it
drive,
this way. When I made that Miles Sanders video, I made the points that if you don't start with the running game, you're pretty
Yeah,
much setting yourself up for failure for the rest of the game, because that running game really establishes, like, say, let's say we give it to Gainwell, who's not probably going to be your starting running back. His guy's speed, like, if he can give you like 30, 40, well, not, I mean, he could give you like at least 35 on a couple of carries. I mean, you can set up yourself in good field positions later in like certain spots of the game where you can have a chance to score. And then again, it's also Sirianni we're talking about, so we're going to find a way to fuck that up. So I mean, well, yeah, just got to get that out of there,
I ain't gonna
get out
lie.
there.
I'm not gonna lie, Robert. I'm not gonna lie, G. I'm not gonna lie. Backyard of birds. Something tell me to flip a coin on this goddamn shit right here. This is if this team can at least run the football, I will be confident. But the way this team do not show up, they do not show up. Like the first drive against the Raiders, like you said, okay, they come out, we might have a little something here. Miles Sanders get hurt, we go right back into the shotgun shit. The RPO right again, we go back to our old ways. You know what? I'm gonna go with the goddamn Detroit Lions. I'm gonna go with the Lions. I was gonna say it, but I just can't do it, bro.
I think as Eagles fans, we're kind of as we're getting to the point where we're getting so fed up with this team at this
Yeah.
point.
they've been fucking me
I
up
gave up
every
2
time I call
scores.
the game
I
for
mean,
them.
Yo, I just can't do it. I just can't do it, man. I gotta
Hey,
do it.
that's why I
They've been
picked the
making me
Lions to
look so
pick them
bad, bro.
there, Dante.
I just
Hey,
can't
Swift.
do it.
I got Swift starting this week in my money league. So, I mean,
Yeah.
Hey, pick
And
them.
he's gonna
Pick
get
them.
the
Like, I'll
ball a
go with the.
goddamn lot.
That's
He's
why
gonna
he said.
get
That's
the
why he
ball a
said
lot.
3.5. That's why he said 3 in overtime. He said Swift gonna make
I
that.
got the Lions. I got it. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, that's why
I
I'm
got the
probably gonna.
Lions. I
Yeah,
got
I
the
mean,
Lions. I'm gonna go 23. I'm gonna go 23-20. Detroit. I think they're gonna be win by a field goal. I got them by a field goal. It's just you just cannot trust this Eagles organization. You can't
You're right.
trust nobody on it. You can't trust nobody to make a play.
They
When you
done
need a
fucked it
play, you
up for the
can't trust
fans.
nobody. You can't trust the coaching style. You can't trust Jalen Hurt. You can't trust nothing. You just can't trust nothing that they do. You just can't do it. Golly, man.
You
So
can't even get mad at him
I just gotta.
anymore.
I can't even get. Hey,
You
just like
can't.
my Houston
You just
Texans.
laugh at the
Like
shit
my
like
Houston
you
Texans.
fucking assholes.
Hey, my Houston Texans and my Rockets. I can't even get mad at them no more. I don't. I've been stopped getting mad since I was 15 years old. Since I was in high
think
school.
about your
I can't even
Rockets.
get mad no
These are
more.
like the kids that are
I
in
think
your football league.
Wait, Dante, here's the thing about
These
your
are probably like the
Rockets.
kids that are on your football league.
But they are young.
That's
The
the-
Rockets are young.
Yeah,
young
but here's the thing:
team,
they
yo.
have potential, not unless
Yes,
like the Lakers,
yo,
which
yo.
is which is funny because I was dying. I was laughing my ass off when I saw it. Like they blew a 26-point lead against the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Yeah.
I was like, I was cracking up, man. It's just like you got to yeah,
you're right, Robert. You're right. I definitely agree with you, man.
And look,
we're a young. I mean, we're a young team.
Same with the Texans, though. I mean,
have a good night, guys.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, man.
But yeah. I mean, it's just like, obviously the Texans are rebuilding. I think with the players that they have, and I think Tyrod being the solid quarterback that he is, despite the fact the certain situations coming from I feel the Chargers are trying to kill him on purpose with that try to puncture his lung. Like how the hell do you do that? Like it's like. But then again, having someone like wait, who's your head coach? I forgot who was the head coach with the Texans.
David Culley.
I think what's going to set you apart, like say down the road, is your defense, despite the fact the defensive coordinator that you have, and yeah, I mean, it's not the same team that it once was. JJ Watt. God bless how tough JJ Watt is. The fact before I saw he had like a torn labrum, the dislocated shoulder is like, Lord. I mean, it's like
when your offense can't get past the goddamn 50-yard line, and your defense got to come out on the field, that's tough. When you're getting blown out 40-0. 20, 25-3, 31-3. That's not on the defense. Your offense cannot move the ball. Your defense coming in and off the field. That's not on the defense. And our quarterbacks suck right now. Davis Mills, he's clearly not ready. He needs to be somewhere on a practice squad.
I think the Texans
matter of fact, Robert, you know what he needs to do? He needs to work all summer long. He don't need no break. Even on Sunday.
No.
Davis Mills just needs to he just needs to work. He just needs to work all summer.
Well, and there's the thing too, and I saw those games, the games were close, at least when Tyrod Taylor's under center with the offense with the Texans, they can put up points. But as soon as he got hurt, you can see there's a humongous drop off. Donte, who's your number one receiver with that team?
We don't right now. It's Brandon Cooks, and I would trade Brandon Cooks. I'm not gonna even lie. I would trade that guy. I'm not gonna even lie. I think that guy can be better. Yeah.
My buddy Knight just gave me a score update on the Green Bay game. It's 24-21 with a minute left.
Cardinals in the red zone. They're in the red zone a second ago. But tell the people they can find y'all at, man, so we can go ahead.
Y'all can check me out
I appreciate
on Philly Sports Talk podcast, which I'm pretty much going. I'm definitely going to go. Also, I am definitely going to live tomorrow night and Saturday night for the World Series. So come stop by, hang out. You guys can follow me on Twitter at Philly Podcast YT. You can follow me on Instagram at Philly Sports 97. You can follow me on TikTok at Philly Sports 97. And you can actually follow me when I stream on Twitch at twitch.tv/Philly Sports Podcast. That's where all you can find me. That's all I got.
All right, Mr. G.
Gotcha. Appreciate you having me on the show, Donte. Y'all can find me on Gio from the 215 on Twitter and on YouTube. No videos yet. I'm actually going. My first show is on Wednesday, next Wednesday. Got a collab coming in.
Okay.
Y'all can catch me on there on Wednesday at 8:30.
Okay. You gotta send a link to your channel so I can get you too, man, in the group chat.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, man. I appreciate y'all, man, for coming out, man. Shout out to y'all, man.
Another announcement. I got another huge milestone coming for the channel. I'm very close to 200.
Nice.
Right now, I'm 18. And I remember, Donte, when did we meet? Because I was 100 something, somewhere right there early in the early
100 something, and I believe you was talking about the Phillies. You was talking about all of them. You talking about your baseball coach and all that. That's when I first came in.
Yeah, and then the next thing you know, Donte see, and then I just blow up almost pretty much the next handful of days. And I said, it's just got to keep grinding out, man.
Yo, just keep grinding out, man. I appreciate y'all for coming through, man. See y'all.
I love, man. And
Peace.
Rasul